And Dave, we're going to move on into basketball now. The first one, a little Zion Williamson talk, as there's some interesting rumblings with Zion going on out of the mouth of David Griffin. The first one is that, and I said Griffin, I meant Griffin. First off is that he basically said that Zion's going to play the 3 this year, or had alluded to Zion playing the 3. The exact quote from Griffin himself is, people I think unfairly look at him as a big and being limited to a 4/5. When we drafted Zion, the thing that excited us the most was the positionless nature of his game. So we really very much envision a time where Zion's going to be playing the 3 and defending the 3. And we're going to be on and he's going to be on the handle, and Stevens is going to be setting the screen. Dave, what is your thought about Zion Williamson being the 3 for the Pelicans at some point this season? He's probably going to play the 4 and the 5 too in some situations.
Well, I mean, it's positionless basketball. Yeah, get out my fucking stick and start shaking it. It's so annoying. Look, we heard Marvin Bagley was going to play the 3 when he was drafted. You know,
he couldn't stay healthy.
Well, that's his own fucking fault. Yeah. Really unfortunate that that they decided to take him over Luka Doncic. But whatever, that's Kangs being Kangs. Mm-hmm. Point being, we've heard this before from different teams about bigger guys playing different positions. Now, the key difference here to keep in mind is the fact that Zion is actually 6'6". Like, yeah, he's fat. We get it. And that's why he's playing the 4. That's why he was playing the 5. Was purely because he's out of the weight range that we expect a wing to be in. Like, hey, sorry, you don't fit the box. Slide on down to the fat guy position. Like, you know what you can keep up with? Fat guys. The difference is Zion is so athletic, so quick, and so strong that overcomes his weight. Like, we saw him literally leap from the paint to stuff a 3-point attempt. Yeah. And just swat the like, no one else can do that. So you know what? If you say he wants to play or you say he's going to play 3, I believe you. Like, now the problem is that David Griffin's a very smart man. David Griffin's also in the front office. Who's their coach?
Stan Van Gundy.
Now, Stan Van loves his bigs. What was the first thing Stan Van asked Griff for? Go get me a fucking big. Go get me Steven Adams. Steven Adams. Again, I'm just going to put that out there for our YouTube followers out there. His name is not Steve Adams. Who everybody says, I don't know OKC. I don't watch OKC. They all call him motherfucking Steve.
Yeah, dude, Dave, do you even watch, bro? Do you even watch, bro?
My pre-show rant was basically just over our comment section talking about I apparently don't watch basketball. Thank you for watching our video, by the way. That's all I'll say. So no, like they clearly have the idea that Steven Adams is their 5. I think they love the potential of rolling Melly out there at the 4. They've done it multiple times last year, pre-Zion. Post-Zion, it was a little bit of a mixed bag to see how that would work. But I mean, like, ideal lineup, what are you thinking? You thinking Bledsoe, Alonzo? I went at the 3. I was like,
I feel like
Lonzo's off the bench or Bledsoe's off the bench, and then BI's at your 2.
Yeah.
Zion at the 3, and then you can roll out Melly at the 4 and Adams at the 5. So, like, that's the thing. Like, Zion can play multiple positions. BI can play multiple positions. Zoe can at least guard multiple positions. He can't play shooting guard.
Yeah, he's basically he's a point guard offensively.
Yeah, but defense, like I'm saying, he can guard 2s because of his size.
Yeah.
So whether they do decide to do that or not is the question. I'm sure we'll see looks. You always see fun lineups. We saw the tall boy lineup out of the Denver Nuggets in the bubble. Was that they rolled out Jokic as their starting point guard. They had MPJ, Bol, Plumlee, and Millsap. Like it was nobody under 6'7" gets to be in this. It was just for fun, you know. Like, you gotta try it out there.
I mean, the thing that I do, you bring up a good point of like if Zion's going to be at the 3, the only lineup I see that being like usable in is Lonzo and BI at the 1-2, Zion at the 3, like you said, Nico at the 4, because other than that, the only 2 players I would feel confident, like the only 2 players you could put at the 4 are either Jackson Hayes or Willie Hernan Gomez. Like
Juancho I'm sorry, Willie,
Yeah.
not Wancho. Willie can play at the 4, and that's fine. He provides spacing.
But I'm not putting Jackson Hayes at the 4, is my point. Like, that's the one where it's like...
I haven't seen enough of him to do that yet.
Like, maybe you put Willie there, but, like, Nico's probably it. And then all other... Because, like, they also have Josh Hart, who, yet again, like, depending on...
He's like a 4 because he just rebounds really well.
Good point. But, like, you would probably put him at the 3. They also have, like, J.J. Redick, Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Like, this is a team...
I ain't playing anything but... Yeah.
Yeah, this is a team that I feel like the thing I'm most excited for them, and, like, this isn't something where I expect Zion to where it's like, oh, man, you're going to be a 3. You're going to be the best 3 out there. Because, like you said, he's got to lose weight. And Griff...
And we've seen photos.
That he's apparently lost some weight. And Griff even alluded to it a little bit, where the quotes from Griff in another article, he goes, once he gets to the point where he's healthy enough to play his game, play the ball more, play more as a slasher and less as a post presence, I think you're going to see the real Zion come out or come to the floor. He also says, I think it's hard to identify the things he needs to make the most improvement on as my Chrome crashed on me. So basically, Griff, I feel like when he's saying like healthy, like, he was injured a little bit last year, but I would put into being in game shape and being in shape as a part of that.
That would, and he failed, but whatever. The point is, don't limit Zion. The whole thing is he can do a little bit of everything. He's a specimen like maybe we've only seen once or twice before in the history of the NBA. So if he can put together a shot and if he can get leaned down and stay leaned down, then they absolutely can play him at the 3. It's just what lineup gives them the best results. And I don't know with Nico at the 4 if that's a better lineup because he does get abused. He does get switched on. Like he's getting better at defense, but he has shades of the other Nico, the former Nico. He's a gunner. He's a gunner from the outside right now. He's a floor spacer, which helps them. But at the same time, Zion at the 4, BI at the 3, and having the ability to have a sharpshooter like J.J. Redick out there. Or, if they run the Ball Bledsoe backcourt for incredible defense, or say Kira comes out and just looks like a stud. You're like, well, we got Kira on the fucking court. Like,
that's right. I forgot they fucking got Kira Lewis or Kyra Lewis.
So again, they got a lot of options out there. Like, that's why people, I don't know, to me, when I look at this, I'm like, I understand the headline and why we're talking about it, but at the same time, I'm like, lineups change. Like, I think the Lakers had like 30-something different lineups last year. Like, it's part of the growing in the season. So I'm not shocked to hear it. I do believe he will get minutes being the third guy, playing the small forward position. But again, they switch. So great. He might be guarding a 3. He might be guarding a 4. He might be guarding, a 5 on some positions, depending on what the pick calls for. Like, it's just know that Zion not done. Don't lock him in as a big, slow, fat guy. That's what Griff's doing. He's hyping up his big boy, and I love it. That's it's awesome.
And like you mentioned, like the thing that I also think about, and this will be my last point, is it depends on who they're going up against. Like if the team has a 4 where it's like we don't have to really worry about that guy toasting Nico for his defense. But that 3 that's I was gonna say that. I didn't want to say it, Dave. But in my head,
we're just leaning in.
In my head, I was gonna be like, oh, if they have Lowry out there, and then like as I'm talking about it, I'm like, I can't do it. I'm not gonna rag on him. And then you fucking said it. You took it right from my mind. If Lowry's out there, then Nico, go ahead and guard fucking Lowry because he's not gonna do much for you. But like, if it's also something to where it's like, oh, they've got that, but there's like a Kevin Knox at the 3, and Zion can abuse that 3 defensively. Then go ahead and fucking play him at the 3. The Pelicans, to me, though, the thing I'm most excited for is the versatility of their lineup. Because like you said, I fucking forgot about Lewis Jr., who they drafted this past month.
Kyra's insane. Like, and again, he got all the hype in the world, like in that last month up to it because of his speed. He is such a fast guard out there that like him downhill. Again, we love what Lonzo can do with the full court passing. I mean, just imagine with the speed and the fast break with a Kyra and Alonzo out there at the same time.
I was gonna say, could they run a lineup that is Lewis at the 1, Lonzo at the 2, and then Zion at the 3?
I mean, if BI's on the bench, sure.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to go on the side of like, oh, if BI gets injured, because that's the only way I see him not
put that dirt on him.
I'm not. It's like, but that's the only way I see him not getting like.
They could
minutes.
Go small, yes, and they could go Lewis. Shit, I've even seen stuff where I could totally see them assuming this is Kyrick does amazingly well. You can go with a multiple guard lineup like a Lewis, JJ Bledsoe, Zion, Adams / whoever. Hayes, yeah. And then, or you can slide Zion down and put BI in there. You know, it's like, are you looking for sharpshooting? Are you looking for ball handling? Are you looking for spacing? Are you looking for like, they've got flexibility as far as matchups are concerned. So I really like this team. I do wonder, JJ Redick, this year's salary, will he be moved? Will he stay? I think he's obviously starting the year with the team, but I think he's one of those guys who his value around the league is just extremely high because of what he does. And it would not shock me if there was a midseason deal, because this is a young New Orleans roster, but they're still very much in the competing mode. So like, things start off well and they're fighting for playoffs, and obviously you don't fix what's broke, but like if they're in a position where they hit a bad streak, or BI goes down with a bad injury for a while, knocking on wood, hopefully nothing happens, I would definitely consider that as a possibility, because again, JJ being the best locker room guy he is, but his value is not going to get any higher.